Minds, the one place on the internet where all we talk about is how to get happy right now in your personal life. How to take that next step so that you're just achieving and doing the dang thing. And then how do you build a plan so that you enjoy the journey to get there? What's the point of going on vacation if you're miserable the 3 months beforehand? Hi guys, my name is Kelly Lunt. I'm an intuitive channel, medium, and law of attraction expert, and I love to come live Monday through Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and I always start the show with a general channeled message from Spirit. So that way, those of you who can't join live, you can always come back and hear a good old juicy message in the beginning of the show. And those of you who are able to join live, I then go live for free for 30 minutes with free mini reads. After the 30-minute mark, that is when I do request and encourage super chat in the amount of 20 if you want to guarantee a mini read that day. I am available for private one-on-one coaching right now, and I do have a workshop coming up June 21st. And I will let you guys know next week. I'm taking a bit of a family vacation, so no show next week. So get all your mini reads in this week. Concha, what is up? Good morning. I'm figuring out my routine, showing up on time. Check out the new lamp in the backdrop. Pretty cool. So how are you, Concha? How's everyone else? If you're coming live, say hello. If you are watching the replay, let me know you're watching the replay. It's way more fun for me the more engaged you guys are. I don't have the link for the workshop yet. But if you guys would like to apply for one-on-one coaching, the link for that is in the description of the video. I've got room for 2 more. So let's just get started, shall we, Concha? You and me right now. All right, Spirit, guide us. What do you have for us today? It's letting go of attachments from the past. You know how Kelly and us explain in her Law of Attraction course, there's 5 steps to Law of Attraction. Step 1, you do the ask. Well, we'll explain the 6th step today too. Step 1, you do the ask. What is it that you desire? Step 2, the universe's job. We align things, we arrange things. Step 3, you receive. Step 2, we send you the impulses and the ideas for what to do, where to go. Step 3, you either receive the thing that you want or you receive the next step along the way. Sometimes that next step along the way is the emotional journey about feeling better in the wanting of it and then in the having of it. You have to feel good about wanting it and you have to feel good about having it so that you can actually receive it. Step 4, you get so good at it or you have enough momentum built up that life feels like ask, receive, ask, receive. Step 5, vibrational contrast. How do you navigate vibrational contrast in a way where you get the clarity, step 1, for what you want, and then you rapidly move to step 3, the receiving of it. Step 6 is where you fully embrace that every new desire you have is going to have contrast in it. I'm ready to move. Fears and insecurities will come up. Can you take those and go with you? Step 6 is where you just embrace that contrast is part of expansion and living life. And so in step 5, when we break it down in the course, we like using the analogy of a cruise ship. Sometimes, like a cruise ship, will put an anchor down to hold it stationary. When you're attached to needing someone to understand you from the past, needing someone to come back so you can feel good about yourself, when you need them to see how much they hurt you, that's an anchor. Your ship can't move forward no matter how much you go, I want community, I want a thriving business, I want this. If your anchor is you need them to understand you or you need them to see what they did wrong, you're never going to move anywhere. It sucks it worked out the way it worked out. I feel disappointed how it ended. I feel really sad that I'm not going to get the type of closure that I would like. That was just really disappointing and dissatisfying. I am satisfied that I'm dissatisfied with that. That lets me know that I do care about being understood, that I do care about being seen, that I do care about being heard, that I do care about good quality time together. It sucks. I feel sad that it couldn't be that person because it would just be so nice to be with my person. That person who it's, babe, you're home. I made this delicious food. Cuddle on the couch. It's how much can you just admit that sucks that that chapter's over? I feel sad and disappointed, and that chapter's over. I'm never going to be satisfied about it. Many of you are trying to make your life a rainbow where every little thing is happy, happy, joy, joy. It's about knowing good, bad, yes, no. And then leaning more towards the yes, leaning more towards the good. Many of you are deep, that cry that I just feel that there's a little sadness in me, and it's just a cry that I haven't let out yet. Many of you are thinking that it's a step 5 moment because that's what a lot of your growth was prior to this. You just had to let that cry go, discover that hidden fear so that you could then move forward. But that cry is actually that yearning for that new thing that you want to do that you're just not letting in. You're not allowing yourself to feel good about the wanting of it and the having of it. So you're choosing something from your past that you're dissatisfied about to distract yourself with. That's what we want to talk to all of you about today. That was a blunt ass message, guys. Okay. So, yeah, Min and Antoinette, did you get to hear most of the general? So, I was actually on my way over, driving over here today. That little cry they were talking about, I just started crying. And my cry was oh my God, like life is not permanent. We are all going to eventually go back to non-physical. And it was this like, okay, so on my time, when I like looked down on earth, I was like, I did come down to teach people how to open up emotionally, how to grow, how to evolve, how to transform, how to become a better person so they could ultimately enjoy healthy relationships and healthy community. And I was just crying in that like realization of like, my time on this planet is limited. And it's like, well, shoot, I came down to help people enjoy it better, to build programs, some free things like this, some paid things, and like live events. Cause like, and it was just like this moment where I was like, oh my God, I love connecting people. I love, especially in the social realm and helping them have a more social, fulfilling life. And then it was like, well, crap, I better get on it. So that's that like cry they're talking about. Um, Concha, I know you heard the whole message, so let me help and focus on you first. Um, hey Min, if you're in summer school and you want to join a mastermind, I got one with Antoinette and Concha right now. It's Thursdays. It's 5:15 p.m. Eastern. So it's 2:15 your time. If you wanted to join that during your summer. Um, oh, you guys are so sweet. Love the message resonates. Kelly, you have helped me so much. Kelly, you're doing a great job. You guys are so sweet. So Concha, do you want to go first? Talk to me about the general message. And Antoinette and Min, did you hear it? That's my cry. I feel it. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, fuck it. Antoinette's stepping up before Concha. Um, okay. Oh, you're saying what's my cry? I feel it. Well, wait. Tell me, did you hear the general message? Yes or no? Because that will help me answer. I feel so hurt that I tried so hard to have a soft exit. Concha, you're focused in the totally wrong direction. I am not satisfied. Okay, how do I say this to you? And we got the group and we got the mastermind call tomorrow where we can be live and I can walk you. The complex stuff, you can walk someone through it easier when you're on a live call with them. Concha, you had a soft exit from him. He agreed to be your business mentor. You had the soft exit. What you didn't have was him seeing and hearing how much he hurt you. That understanding. and you didn't have the soft landing because it was a no, here's what you'll have to learn if you want to enjoy a better relationship. Does that make sense, Concha? You guys were in the process of transitioning. And he's like, I just want you to be happy. I just want you to be happy. Obviously, I don't know if there were conversations about, well, are we getting back together yet? I don't know if he was doing it just to get back together with you. It's it's Concha. It's not like it's letting go. Hey, Getty Demi. It's letting go of needing him to see that he wasn't providing what you needed, and it's letting go of needing him to go, oh, this is what I have to enjoy next. Or this is what I have to learn next to enjoy a deeper relationship. But Concha, you're the one that wants a deeper relationship, not him. He was pushing my boundaries and I got so upset that I said, don't call me and don't text. Had my little unexpected, oh, we all just had our little unexpected cry this morning. Good. Whenever you got to get those cries, life tends to get better. I feel like I got a little bit more in me. He was push- okay, so he was pushing my boundaries. So that's a no. That means that person's a no, Concha. This is about you lining up with he's a no. And I just feel really sad and disappointed how much time I spent with him, especially since I knew he was a no in the beginning. And I feel you, Concha. There was a guy before I left. I said, look, I'm down to hang out, but I never want these two things to happen. The last time we hang out, he said he wanted one of those things to happen, and I gave in. And then I was like, you know what? That's actually right. I could be trying to sit here and call him. You pushed my boundary, you this, you that. You're a bad person. You know what it would mean to me if we did that. Or I could just go, that sucks. He's a shitty person. He did that for his own ego and his own glorification, and that's disgusting. Do I feel sad and disappointed that I let my own boundary be crossed? Yes. Do I also feel disgusted that he tried to push it? Yes. He's disgusting. He's unhealthy. He's no longer worth my time. That's the lining up that you got to do, Concha. I feel horrible because that was not what I really want. I want boundaries with him as a mentor, but it just hurts so much. Okay, but this is where, like, so this is a relationship, right? I want the business mentorship. I want good boundaries, but this person doesn't. He doesn't. So it's like a, Kelly, that's a no. How do I get this to be a yes? He doesn't want that. He doesn't want that. You know, the person I interacted with before coming out here, he doesn't want good boundaries. And it was like, your actions and your words don't line up. And he's like, well, because I'm a lover boy. I like the idea of being in a relationship. I just don't want a future plan. And I did have this moment, Concha, where I went, oh, because I had that internal conflict, that internal doubt, is there something within me that's pushing love away? Did I mess up somewhere along the way so this didn't turn into a relationship? And so I never got, like, the closure you're looking for is for him to hear, see, and feel you, right? But it was that moment where it was I did nothing wrong. There was nothing I could have done differently. This guy likes blurred boundaries. I like clear boundaries. I like respect. I like this. He likes blurred boundaries. We're not a match. And I just got to be willing to be, well, I'm sad and disappointed I spent time there and that I beat myself up. No, I understand what you're saying, but I would like some soothing. It's not like he did something horrible. I just wanted a softer exit and he wasn't capable. So you got to allow yourself to have that cry and that sadness. It sucks that I'm never going to get what I want. It sucks that I didn't get what I want. It sucks that I'm never going to get what I want. And there's a part of you that thinks that you're not going to get what you want because you couldn't have that soft exit with him. And that's the cruise ship and the anchor. I'm moving towards conscious co-created relationships where it's just all love. The ebb and flow is smooth and easy between all of us. Well, if I'm moving there, then I should have that with him. Because if I was good enough, if I was doing it all right, my cruise ship would be moving forward. But if he's not doing it, then that means I can't have it. No, it simply means you can't have it with him because either he's incapable of it or he doesn't want it. He didn't come down to live life that way. So this is where you just look at it and go, well, I'm moving towards this. Oh, that makes me sad that you're a no. It makes me sad that you're a no. I'm kind of tired of this starting a relationship and an ending thing. It makes me really sad that you're not going to come along with me on this new journey because I see that this new journey is going to be so great and so full of love and so full of community and so rich and so deep. Okay, you don't want to come with me? You don't want to go see the movie with me? Like, okay. I feel like I could have done something different though. I feel like I could have had stronger boundaries or let go when I hold on. I hear you, and that's why I didn't really want to share the Chattanooga thing on live TV, but that's why I shared it because it was always in my head like, wait, Kelly, he took a step closer to you and you backed off. You messed up the relationship. You didn't allow it to go deeper. Okay, but then when we got on the phone call, it was oh, you're now dating 5 girls? It's been 2 weeks? And there's 5 girls on your, I don't even want to talk about it because to me that's just disgusting. Um, and then I was like, but your actions and your words like don't line up. I know that you're saying you're having crystal clear boundaries with all those girls, telling them you don't want a relationship, telling them that like you're not looking for one right now, but that you can still like hang out and have fun and like cook together. And I was like, this is gonna blow up in your face. And he was like, no, it's not. And I went, well, it's gonna blow up in those girls' faces because they're all lying to themselves. He's like, I know, but that's their problem. I was honest from the get go. I even asked ChatGPT how to be more clear and how to be a better lover boy with better boundaries. He's like, they can't get mad at me. I didn't lie. I told them I didn't want a relationship. But I'm a lover boy, Kelly. I like cuddling. I like that stuff. I just don't want to talk about the future with anyone right now. And that's when it hit me, Concha. Even if I leaned into him when he was trying to get closer, if anything at all ever went wrong, meaning I needed to be perfect in the relationship, I needed to hold emotions, my own emotions, and never like rely on him for anything. The moment I did, he was going to explode and go, well, I told you I never wanted one anyway. So I got out sooner rather than later. Does that make There's nothing I could have done different. He wants the lover boy life and he wants girls who are willing to tolerate it. And I was like, and he's like, it is. It's going to blow up in their face. They're the ones lying. And I went, well, then you're just going to have, they're all just going to like, you know what's going to happen? They're all just going to like leave you probably around the same time. He goes, I know. And then I'll just go get more. So I didn't need him to apologize to me for the misleading he did to me. I didn't need him to go, I'm sorry I hurt you. It was just there's nothing I could have done. So, Contra, there's nothing you could have done. You two came down to live life differently. Right, I understand I can't have it with him, but it's so hurtful that I couldn't. It's partially my fault too, like 30%. No, you got to stop putting blame. Contra, all I can tell you right now is like what you're grappling with. Um, Min, what are you saying? Oh, wow, that's something too. Contra, all I can tell you is what you're grappling with is did I mess it up? Is there anything I could have done differently to get what I want? And the answer is like, no, no. Because someone who wants what you want would, they would be leaning into it and be having those conversations with you. And this is really about you. Like, listen to the general message. Instead of being willing to face the discomfort of the growth for the cruise ship going forward for what you want to go towards, Concha, and probably facing some of those fears of like, well, what if I let go of him and I move in this direction and I'm still not happy? Like, right, that's the emotions you got to be navigating through, not trying to turn a pile of dog poo poo into gold. That's why it's more painful, Concha. Yeah, our situations are different. So mine was he wanted to be a lover boy. Yours is he doesn't want emotional depth. You're saying, I want emotional depth. He's like, no, I just want to go get a drink and vibe high and enjoy the sun and just enjoy that we're hanging out together. Well, I want emotional depth. All right, let me read some of the other comments. There's nothing you could have done differently, Concha. It's only hurting because you're trying to turn a no into a yes. And it's only hurting because you're avoiding the navigating the contrast for where you want to go. I hope that made sense. Holly, I admitted my daughter to a mental hospital yesterday. She's been asking for help for a while, and they are finally helping her. I hope she can heal and figure out who cares about her. Wow, that's a lot. And who doesn't? Whew, Holly, that's a lot. Wow. Take some deep breaths on that one. My cry was letting my childhood babies release their repressed feelings, and I felt so much better afterwards. Um, okay, so there's going to be some of that for sure, men, in there, because there's still some of you that's on that journey. But I'm curious where you want to go, which it sounds like for you, you're getting back out there to be more social and more community. What fears and contrast are there around that? Because there's going to be both. There's going to be releasing the old, and there's going to be the fears of the new. So, what are the new ones? And Antoinette, where are you at? I woke up anxious, but no cry yet. Okay, where are you at, Antoinette? Had my little unexpected cry this morning. I heard the point where we're trying to make. Okay, so yeah, Concha, Antoinette, where are you guys at? Oh wow, that's something. Um, Concha, there's not like if I was there in person with you, I would just give you a hug because what you're asking for is like soothing right now, right? So I would give you a hug, and I would just sit there and hold space for you as you allow yourself to be sad. Well, what is that discomfort you're saying I'm not feeling? I have cried it out and I'm super happy with where I'm at and I stand by it and feeling the hurt of how upset I was. I feel heavy hearted. You gotta let go. Like, I'm never gonna get what I want from him, out of him, there, and accept, which is number 7, alignment, um, content is also acceptance. I accept that I'm never gonna get what I want out of him, and I accept that there's nothing I could have done differently to have turned that one into what I wanted. Because he offered so much love, right? That right now you're stuck between well, he offered me so much love, but what I want is emotional depth over here. But what if I go here and I don't get it? I'm not good at it. I don't get it. It's not what I thought it was. Maybe I should have just lined up and made myself happy with this. That's the pain right now. You're going bounce back and forth between the two. And so you just got to let go with that's done. I now have to face the emotions of creating community, of finding a new partner. And it's kind of when you do hit a certain age, it is kind of like I'm tired of going on dates. I'm tired of getting to know new people. I'm kind of tired. Like, I'm so fucking tired of first dates. I used to have a little routine. Here's the 5 questions I like asking everyone when I first meet them. And now I'm just like, fuck it. Here we are drinking coffee. What's up? Like, I, man, I hate to be this blunt. Like, he's gone, Concha. He's gone. It's done. It's over. You don't want it. Immerse yourself with your roommates, immerse yourself with your yoga clients, immerse yourself in the because what you're avoiding is the expansion of the new, which for you it sounds like you want to get that real estate license. There's all those emotions you got to navigate around. All right, here, let me talk about it in my way, Concha. Right? I got to navigate the emotions of how do I handle the pressure of making enough money to pay employees? Right? I could be pining after little Mr. Thoughtpocalypse. That's what I'm gonna call him. That's gonna be his new nickname. He's Mr. Thoughtpocalypse. Um, or maybe I should call him Loverboy. I don't know. We'll think of his nickname. Um, I could be pining after him. What could I have done to have done better? Did I need to be more in my feminine, right? And I could stay in that, is there something wrong with me? Contra, in the book The Big Leap, this is that inherently flawed belief system. I can keep pining after him because in the general message today, Spirit was talking about you're just not willing to face the emotions of the cruise ship going forward, so you're getting distracted by something from the past. When, like, in reality, my discomfort is how do I expand enough to make the kind of money I want for myself? And then how do I expand so that I can handle the pressure of paying employees? So then how do I line up with and like fully commit to this life service thing? Because there's a part that's afraid of like, what if I go for it? I'm 2 years in, I have like hundreds of thousands of followers, and then like I need a break. I'm gonna feel so disappointing abandoning them, leaving them. Do you see how that's all the emotions of the new that I've got to bring those into alignment? Like that's where my focus should be, not on Mr. Thoughtpocalypse. Hey, Mill, what's up? Aw, thank you. Dude, I tell you, I have no makeup on right now. It is the Colorado sun. Like the suntan here, I'm like, woo, the suntans here are amazing. Thought Pocket! That's his nickname. He is Thought Pocket. Oh shit. If I ever talk to him again, I'm calling him that. I'm like, what's up, Thought Pocket? Okay, what are the fillings in this Thought Pocket? Honestly, I think it's gonna be a boring ass like cheese and oregano one. We can maybe throw pepperoni in there. Okay, I got one more little funny thing about a conversation with him, and then I'll go back to the show. Um, he was like, I can't help it. I'm just a busy guy. And I was like, you're not a busy guy. You're just trying to dip your stick in too many holes and make yourself feel cool. He felt that slap. I was like, a busy person is, hey, Tuesday, Thursday, I go to this class. Wednesday, Fridays, I do that. I really want to see you. And I was like, but you're just trying to run around with too many hoes that are all gonna like drop you like a fly and you're gonna be all alone again. Change his contact to that. All right, now I have him as F boy of the century. But oh my God, you're so right, Antoinette. Is he getting a last name? Thought Pocket. Is he getting a last name? Thought Pocket. Stale Thought Pocket? No, all right, Thought Pocket's enough. Oh my God, that will crack me up. I feel bad that I am happier and I was harsh with my words and wanted him to be happy too. Okay, see, that's why you're beating yourself up right there because what you want to go towards is happy, is content, is peaceful and soft exits. And so you're thinking because you can't get what you want with him, that means you're never going to get it. That's not true. It means you're not going to get what you want with him and from him. So he's a no. I feel sad that he always had to push my boundaries. Just like me, I'm like, wow, well, Mr. Thought Pocket, I feel sad that you couldn't respect my boundaries. I feel sad that you acted boyfriendy and your words and your actions couldn't line up. And I actually genuinely feel sad for you that all your little thoughts nibbling on the Thought Pocket, they're going to drop you like, it's like I've already been through that story. I've known people just like him. But in my 20s, you're like, oh no, let's help him. Let's help him get that committed relationship. Not with me, but I'll help him go through the growth. And then it's like, wait, you literally, I saw one man. He did it like over a 2 year span. He'd get 3 to 5 girls, feel like the king of the world. They would all leave him around the same time. He'd ride that high for a good, like, it would last a month and a half to 2.5 months. They'd all leave him at once. And then he would feel like complete garbage, complete shit for anywhere from 1 to 3 months. And then he would do it again. And I was like, I can't do that. I can't watch that. Like, he doesn't get a last name. Maybe add a burrito emoji. Oh shit, I'm gonna do that, Antoinette. So Concha, this is what I want, and this person isn't giving it to me. What I want is a meaningful relationship. Would you want me to go, Mr. Thought Pocket, I'm manifesting a relationship. You need to be a relationship? No, he's like, I want to be a lover boy. Yeah, sorry I kind of led you on a little, but I want to be a lover boy. It's not my fault. All these girls like me. And I'm like, bro, you have been on one date with each of them. I'm older than you. I know how this shit goes. Anyone's cool on date one. Date two and three, after that, you're going to be like, oh shit, you're boring. Oh shit, you're messed up. So, Right, Concha? You wouldn't want me to point to him and go, no, but I'm manifesting a meaningful long-term relationship right now. Why aren't you? No, you wouldn't want me doing that. It would just be like, Kelly, just recognize he wants to be a thought pocket. Go the new direction. All right, let me see some more comments. Antoinette, I didn't know you were this funny, Antoinette. I've been turning in, as you know, Kelly, and you've truly been helping me with my thuggish ways this week with words of wisdom. Oh, wow. Good. I'm glad it's been helping you. Um, so T Mill, what I would say to you right there, when you say you've been helping me with my thuggish ways, so let's not judge yourself. Let's do this as like, because this is what this whole show is about today. Let's do this as awareness of this was old me, right? And you have to picture it like a book. Old me, it was thug life. I'm closing that book. I'm putting it on the bookshelf. I've got a new book in front of me. I may be humbled and I may feel like naive because I don't know how to do the things that I need to do for this next chapter. But I know this next chapter and this next book in my life are what are they? What are they, MIL? Are they, I'm looking for more peace. I'm looking for more harmony. I'm looking for more connections where we both feel uplifted. And then you just got to be willing to go on the humbling journey of learning the interpersonal skills, the humbling journey of, oh man, in that case, I was the one who was messed up. Well, Kelly helped me realize gangsters deserve love too. Dude, they do. Everyone deserves love. And my life mission, that's what I was crying about this morning. I was like, oh my God, my life mission. I don't know if you guys missed it in the other show. I was like crying. I was like, oh my God, life isn't permanent. Life isn't forever. I'm no longer in that 20s. I have my whole life to figure it out. It's like, nope, I've started the second third of my life. And that is where you do recognize you need something that you're devoted to, your why, this is what I'm now moving towards. And I'm like, I came down to help people enjoy more love in their life and better relationships. I'm like, well, I better get to it. I'm looking for peace. I'm looking for peace. These women are crazy for real, for real. Yeah, so it's I'm no longer a thug. That's my launch pad, right? So here's your launch pad, here's your helicopter. So you were like living the thug life, right? And now you're like, nope, that chapter's over. Thug life is my launch pad. Here's my helicopter. I might feel humbled that like, oh my God, I have to learn how to bite my tongue. Oh my God, I have to learn how to support someone and hug them when I don't want to. I have to learn how to go watch their performances when I think they're incredibly boring, but I'm really just there for them and their support. Right? So that old life is now your launch pad, and you're now learning the new skill sets to universe, show me how to have peaceful relationships. Show me how to be a better person in a relationship. Teach me how to communicate differently in a way where they feel more loved. And then from there, where some people get tripped up is when they like discover the book that teaches them how to have a better, healthier communication. The first time you do it, it is going to feel like you're script reading. But then when you see the better reaction and you do the new action enough times, then it becomes like the default normal of who you are. Um, so I call it like the 4 boxes of change. The first box is where you're like unconscious and unaware. You're unaware of the problem and you're unaware of the solution. The next one is you're aware of the problem, but you don't know what the solution is. That's where you're at. Well, I'm aware of the problem. I used to be a thug. I used to have crazy relationships. I used to date women who were crazy. Oh, but I'm starting to realize I had some crazy in me too. What do I do? Then the third bucket of change is, okay, I'm aware of the problem and now I'm aware of the solution. Oh, I need to learn how to manage my temper. So I need to learn how, instead of exploding when I'm at a level 10, I need to become aware when I'm mad at a level 3 or 4 so it could look like a conversation. Hey, babe, there's something that's bothering me. When do you got 10 minutes to talk about it? Okay, this Friday? Great. Right? And then how do I show up for someone when they need me and I really don't want to do it. Okay, fine, baby. You know what? I'll drive you Me driving you to your performance will help you feel better. I'm going to drive you. So that's where you're here. You're discovering all the new toolkits, all the new resources, which some of them are going to be intra-personal, which means the relationship between you and you, right? Because if you were on the show when we were talking about Mr. Thought Pocket, Antoinette, that's a really good nickname. um, he gets a lot of his sense of self-worth from having a lot of thoughts all around him. He gets a lot of feeling good about himself, feeling like a king, feeling like a god when he has women chasing him. So that, if he ever wants to be in a healthy relationship, that's an intra-personal relationship in his head. He's got to come to the awareness of like, oh, I need to start redefining my sense of self-worth and not getting it from how many girls are willing to go on a date with me. Make sense? So some of it's going to be intrapersonal, the relationship between you and you. How do you get your sense of self-worth? How do you feel good about yourself? You're going to have to learn to change those to get that in a new way. And then some of it is interpersonal. How do you, the relationship between you and people outside of you. So you're in bucket number 3. I am at the place in my life where I'm discovering all the new skills, toolkits I need to have better, healthier relationships. And then once you discover the solutions in that category, then you just got to keep practicing them. It's got to be a, ooh, I'm about to tell that girl, if you don't appreciate me, I'm just going to call my other girl, right? That's Mr. Thought Pocket. He's going to have to go the, ooh, I really want to tell, like, I feel discomfort in handling conflict and I'm feeling really bad right now. So I just want to run to the girl who's like dying to see me until she cleans her act up. He's going to have to be, there I go again. I am learning the skill set of being in discomfort while in relationship. I got to just sit through this discomfort. I got to sit through this discomfort because this relationship has more meaning versus someone who's just in the chase, is only with me because I got the fancy car, but this person actually truly likes me. Like, I hope that makes sense. That's where you're at. Sensei, Kelly. I'm aware of the problem and solution and practicing getting a little bit better each time. You definitely are. So did you call Jay yet, Min, and make that date? I'm kind of curious how that goes. I'm changing Jay to that. Jay's not a thought pocket though, Min. Well, actually, I'll have to tune into that energy later. I'm definitely a funny person, love cracking jokes. Yeah, I'm starting to see that side of you, Antoinette. I'm ready to be. Hey, Karina, what's up? I'm ready to be a better person. I'm ready to show up in relationships in new ways and in ways where I feel good and they feel good. I would love universe what I'm manifesting right now is being navigated towards win-win relationships where we both feel good. Um, Concha, you don't need to feel bad about telling me to leave you alone. I literally that call that ended with Mr. Thought Pocket. He was like, hold on, because he was like, wait, can't we at least still be friends? Can't we, wait, I didn't want to lose you. You're a positive thing in my life. And I'm like, bro, you literally just spent the last 2 hours telling me about all these new girls you want, and that if I was in the city, my name would be on that roster. No, thank you. I don't want to be part of a harem, nor do I want to be part of the poly life. That's not me. He was like, well, hold on, then I need you to like, I need to know that I positively contributed to your life before this ends. And I was just like, bro, you spent the last 2 hours telling me about all your little thoughts. I spent the last 2 hours softly, gently letting you down, letting you go, hey, thank you for this, thank you for that. You really helped me grow past that. And I was like, I'm not about to repeat myself. Like, Concha, at some point, who the fuck cares? Ooh, who cares? Like, they're big people. They're making conscious choices. They're making conscious choices and made a conscious choice. It's not too late for general reading, Tansy, but we're past the free 30-minute mark. So if you would like one, I just requested $20 super chat. Um, so Concha, it's like a trusting that he's a big boy and he's gonna figure it out. Okay, does anyone else want a personal read or a personal message? Typical thought pocket behavior. Yeah, and I was like, I'm not. No. I'm not doing that. I'm not spending my time that, hey, Karina, you're still alive. What's up? Oh my God. What's up? Well, tell me your question. Um, Karina, I know. Yay, Karina love. So Concha, you don't like necessarily need to feel bad. Yeah, Karina, go ahead and type your question. You like all I can tell you again is the only reason why you're beating yourself up is because you want to go towards those like conscious relationships, those ones where you can peacefully depart and you guys could have those, yeah, you know what, while we were together, I really didn't like that. And they'd be like, oh, I could see why you didn't like that. Okay, well, it is a good thing that we're transitioning to friendships, right? Because that's what you want. Some people from your past are going to go with you to the new. Some people aren't. And it sucks that he wasn't. He was a cool guy. I met him. I liked him. It would have been cool if he came to the new with you. But if someone's going to sit there and keep pushing your boundaries, they're not part of the new that you want, you know? I know. This is a spiritual show. I channel spirit guides and give people mini messages. It is Karina's turn. Hold on, I had one little last thought about Concha before I read Karina's question. Um, Concha, all I can tell you is breathe, relax the muscles in your body, and just ask yourself, would you want me to keep trying with Mr. Thought Pocket, who's, I'm entering my lover boy phase. I don't care, I tried to do the right, good, gentlemanly thing, but first wifey cheated on me, second wifey did this, third serious girlfriend made me think it was all me, so I'm not doing it. And who's getting mad at me? I'm like, listen, I understand why you're there. I made the same decision to not enter a serious relationship when I was in my 20s, so I am not judging you at all. I'm just letting you know that I'm going in a different direction. And he tried, Concha. He was like, but you said you were a commitment phobe. I was like, I did say that, but I gotta admit, having this little friendship with you was like a mirror being held up in my face of this is the confusing messages people get, Kelly, when you act relationshipy but you say you don't want one. And I'm now at a point where I want more meaning in my life and where I'm ready to move through the discomfort of committing to someone to actually have that meaning. But Kelly, you need to understand this is why I'm here. I'm like, no, I understand that's why you're there. I'm holding you no judgment. Your path is just taking you to the left. My path is taking me to the right. I can't go along that journey with you in your thought apocalypse 2025, summer 2025. That's your journey. That's not mine. I can't join you as one of your little thoughts. I can't join you as a friend. I don't want to hear those stories. I don't want to be there for you when you're on your high, and then when you crash, then you're going to rely a lot on me. We're going to get close again. He's like, yeah, I need that. I'm like, but then once you get a new round of thoughts and you're going to disappear, and then I'm going to be mad. Like, I'm not putting myself through that. But he pushed the boundaries because he loves me. He wasn't playing around. He was loyal. Right. So, okay, conscious. So you got to like, don't take the analogies super similar. Like, it's a he and I want different things. You and him want different things. He pushed my boundaries because he loves me. No, someone who loves you respects your boundaries. Someone who loves you go, oh, okay, they're not comfortable with that. I'll never bring that topic up with them. He wanted to be with you if you didn't need more out of him. He just didn't emotionally get it. Yeah, so it's kind of like, all right, maybe this a little analogy will help more. He wanted to stay at the relationship level of like a 10-year-old. You want the more in depth, older, mature love. How do I make this 10-year like, he's just not there, Concha. I know it hurts. I'm sorry. Okay, let me go to. You didn't, Contra, what I will say to hopefully help soothe you, you didn't do anything wrong. Oh, and this is them. You didn't do anything wrong, Concha. There's nothing you could have done differently to get a different outcome. You knew from date one what would eventually lead you to break up. From our point of view, we see this as a why didn't I trust myself from the beginning and just say no from the beginning? Why did I ride it out for a while? That's where we see the bigger hurt coming from. but you did nothing wrong and there's nothing you could have done to have gotten a different result. Okay, what is Karina's question? What do I need to do with where, what do I need to know with where I'm currently at and who entered my life? Okay, what do I need to know with where I'm currently at and who entered my life? Okay, are we channeling spirit? Okay, we're gonna pull tarot cards for that, Karina. If anyone else would like a little mini personal read, now would be a great time to smash that super chat in so we can just get to you right after Karina's message. What do I need to know with where I'm currently at and who entered my life? Okay, let me treat those as two separate questions. What does Karina need to know with where she's currently at? What does she need to know about who entered her life? What does she need to know with where she's currently at and who entered her life combined? Well, because you're not where you want to be at in life. You're not allowing yourself to fully open up and see the new person as a beautiful thing. Um, so there's a little bit of beating yourself up with like a little bit of when I have like something like this, Karina. Let me scroll down so I can see all the comments. At least you had a sort of civil breakup. Shit, I got stuff thrown at me when I break things off. Yeah, I'm done with that. I'm just like, bro, I just spent the last 2 hours telling you everything I liked about our time together, everything I got out of it, how it helped me. Like, I'm not doing that again. Oh, you're saying that to Concha. Okay. Okay, so Karina, it's kind of like there's a, I'm not a good partner because. Does that make sense? When I get this done, then I'll be an attractive partner. Well, what about like sometimes people like the idea of going with them on the journey? Well, because people don't stay stuck when they listen to my advice. I know they move forward. And sometimes a lot of people tell me they like the life stories because they say that they don't feel alone and they feel like someone else went through it. And then it gives them the courage, like, okay, I'm literally talking to someone right now who went through it and moved on and is happier. If she can do it, I can do it. So that's why people come back. I have many clients. I just worked with one client in one session. He hadn't gotten a client in a year. He just signed his first new client, and that was just after one session. They move forward. Um, I can tell this person is special, but yes, exactly what you said so far. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, you're just not seeing like how good of a partner you are. And this is where and this is where when people are here, they tend to think um you're putting, how do I say this? You're not allowing the other person to get what they want out of a relationship. You're, no, this is what people want out of relationships. I don't offer that. I'm not a good partner. But like, it's not about what you want. It's not about what you think they want. It's about what they want. There are some, there's some guys who, nope, I just want a pretty little thing who's happy and is delighted when I take her out. I don't need her for the deep emotional conversations. I got other friends for that. Then there's some guys who are, nope, nope, I want the deeper conversation. I need someone who could be my confidant. I need someone who could be, my biggest cheerleader. And then there's some people who are, no, actually, I mainly want a running partner, a running activity. So this is where you got to let go of knowing what they get out of it and just go, okay, universe, I'm ready to feel enough and I'm ready to be with the person who I'm just the perfect addition to their life. Because you don't need to understand or know what they get out of it. In time when you're later on, hey, can I know what do you most like about me? What do you most enjoy about spending time with me? And it's just knowing that they might want something different than what you want, you know? Okay, so Karina, any comments? Um, okay, yeah, so what you need to know in life, where am I at right now? Well, you really need to essentially lean more into your passion in life. And it's okay if your passion in life is, I like doing my job. I like the steady paycheck it gets me. And I like doing Zumbas on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then honestly, yeah, I would just like it to have someone else in my life where we're eating good dinners, enjoying sunsets, enjoying some cuddles. Just that special someone to spend the other days with. I'm content with my work life, the money I make. I like my one hobby I got, and now I'm just looking for someone to enjoy that with. Yes, it makes sense. So far, I'm moving good, but it's more so me. Yeah, definitely. You're because you got you're making an unwise choice card, and that's you're making an unwise choice card that like you're not a good partner. But like, I'm trying to think of a good story or example to share with you. There's people at different phases of life, right? I'm still at the phase where it's like, no, I would like to find a good life partner and someone to raise a family with, right? So I'm younger than one of my girlfriends, but when we were at the gym and a guy came up to both of us, it was like, so where you ladies at? How old are your daughters? Mine's 8. She was like, my kids are this age and this age. And I was like, mine aren't born yet. He was in like, it was, and me, you could tell he's like, oh, don't want to get involved with her. He's old enough now that he's like, nope, I want another woman who has a kid so that she gets where I'm at. She gets it. Um, and so I want her to have older kids, or my age or older, because I'm just looking for someone to ride out the rest of this parenting journey with, and then just enjoy going to golf tournaments together and just enjoy some vacations together, and then just enjoy being grandparents together. So it's not, does that make sense, Karina? I don't like my financial situation, so think that blocks me opening up. Okay, there you go. So it's, but what about the person who you're thinking what the other person needs to get out of the relationship is what you need to get out of the relationship? And that's typically not true. That's a roommate. So it's like, yeah, I would like to do these things. My finances aren't quite there where I'd like to go. But what about that guy who he just works all the time, has a lot of money, but doesn't come up with the ideas for what to go out and do? He's not in a spot where he's like, no, I need someone who could like bring the finances I could bring to the table. He needs someone who brings the social ideas and these social activities. Does that make sense, Karina? So it's like a universe, show me everything good I bring to a relationship. I like cooking lamb meatball. Like for me, I like cooking anti-inflammatory food. I like making my muffins out of carrots. So universe, who's the person who wants the hippy dippy cooking? Who's a girl who sometimes just wants to lay in bed and cuddle all day on the weekend, but also some weekends go out and go on a crazy hike and piddle paddle in a waterfall. And also the guy who likes a girl who sometimes goes to Colorado, sometimes goes to California. He just likes the adventure. And you're right, because I could easily think, Karina, like no man's gonna want to date me if I go to California for a month at a time. I'm a bad partner. But then it's like, what about the guy who's no, every once in a while it's kind of nice to have that little bit of a break. I get to just focus on me. It really helps me miss her. And then every time she comes back, she always comes back with the coolest stories of the latest technology in San Francisco. Did you know my babe? She just drove around in a driverless car. Look, here's the video. There's no driver in the car. Right? So Karina, it's about like for you, it's about changing the lens of how you see yourself. And MIL, if you're still watching the show, This is that intra-personal relationship, the relationship between you and you. You need to like update your image of forget it, I surrender, I let go. I don't need to know what the other person gets out of it. I just know that I'm ready to be experiencing, and you lean into that, Karina. I'm ready to be experiencing more adventure. I'm ready to be experiencing someone fun to do fun things with. I'm ready to be experiencing someone to experience more cuddles, to have someone to wake up to in the morning and say good morning to and get a kiss on the cheek. I'm ready to be making future plans with someone. I'd like to experience that universe. So help me feel better about myself and who I am. And then help me just sit in the moment of what I enjoy about a person while letting them sit and enjoying what they enjoy. Like Karina, maybe you don't necessarily bring the ideas for the adventures or the money, but maybe you're a really good listener. And what that person needs is no, I know things I like to do, but I need someone who like wants to do them. And gosh, I just like I need to like talk and get so much out. I just need someone who's good at listening, you know? Okay, so then when I ask the question of what do I need to know about the new person? Um, don't worry about trying to contribute as much as financially there. If you just have the energy of, wow, thank you so much, I appreciate this. And it's like a, hey, I really appreciate everything you've been doing. And I really appreciate getting to know you and spending time together. Like, I want to do something kind of nice for you. And like, I can't, contribute the way you contribute financially, but I really want to do something nice and kind for you. What could that be? Or you can be like a, hey, I've really been, if you don't want to be that blunt about your money situation, it could be something like, I really appreciate spending time with you and everything we've been doing. This has been so nice going here, here, and here. I just want to say thank you so much. Um, I want to do something nice back for you. I was thinking of doing ABC. Is that something you would like? Or because if there's something else I could do to show you, to show my appreciation and that I appreciate our time together and spending time with you, like, is there something else that would be more meaningful to you than that? It's nice. So yeah, your job is to sit in the I enjoy the conversation. So what I can tell you is that what he does like about you, you're very nurturing, Karina. You're very nurturing around him. And that kind of looks like I've noticed with guys, if they say something like, oh man, this is what I'm going through. And if I just I go like, oh, and it's like they get that empathy that I understand what you're going through. And then I'll touch their forearm. Don't touch their biceps. That turns guys on. You got to touch shoulders or here. And then it's like oh, and guys are always like, oh, that's so nurturing. Oh, someone understands what I'm going through. And sometimes that's just enough, like that, oh, someone gets it. And they're on my side. And they're out on a date with me. Like, ah. Because he is the Knight of Cups, which means he is a little bit of a romantic guy, and he's at a point in life where he's interested in taking action to make a love life happen. He's not the queen or the king, which means I'm ready for a committed relationship, but he's ready to start investing his time and energy into a romantic relationship. All that makes sense, Karina. All right, if anyone else would like another read, now would be a great time to smash the super chat button. This has been a great show, though. I don't even know what to call this. Antoinette, are you still live? What should I call this? Thought apocalypse? No, I should not call it that. I'm going to update his name right now to Thought Pocket. Yeah, Karina, good luck with this guy. Wish you lots of luck. All right, guys, this was a great show. I appreciate all of you coming up. We're going to do this. Tomorrow's Thursday, so tomorrow is the last day of the show. Don't forget, next week I'm taking a week off. But we will be back the following week after that. I love you all, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.